What's going on, people? I hope everybody is cool, man. So recent news has broke that the Trump administration, his team, accidentally leaked war plans. Okay, this is crazy. All right, now here's the situation, and then I'm going to play a video, showing what happened, and then I'm going to come back with my commentary. So here's the situation. Trump's Vice President J.D. Vance, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, and other high-ups were in a private WhatsApp group chat. Okay, they were in WhatsApp. Okay, now it wasn't WhatsApp, it was Signal, similar to WhatsApp. Okay. It's an encrypted app, kind of like WhatsApp, okay? And they were in this app discussing top secret war plans. And guess what? They accidentally added the editor-in-chief to the Atlantic, a whole journalist, into the chat who should not have been there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play this clip, and then I'm going to come back with my commentary. Check this out.
All right, welcome back. More now on the fallout from our top story. The Trump administration confirming a stunning leak of secret military battle plans in a Signal group chat. I want to bring in now the former national security advisor in President Trump's first term, John Bolton. Ambassador Bolton, thanks very much for being on the show.
Glad to be with you.
So let's just start with this. What was your reaction to learning about these secret plans being communicated in this Signal group chat?
Well, I was shocked, and I was without words, and I say that not because I'm more virtuous than anybody who was in that group. I just couldn't imagine it was happening. I couldn't imagine anybody would use Signal. Some of the guests have commented that Signal's highly encrypted. I'll just say this. If you think Signal is equivalent to U.S. government secure telecommunications, think again. So all the consequences you've been discussing are obviously going to be enormously important, but I just can't, to this moment, get over the idea that during the days that group was going on, not one of the participants said, we shouldn't be doing this on Signal.
Okay, now you all just saw that, right? So everybody is talking about it, but I'm going to dive a little deeper and explain why it's a big deal, the repercussions, etc. I'm gonna break it down as clearly as possible, okay? So the editor name is Jeffrey Goldberg, okay? The journalist, rather. He was just sitting there reading everything as he was getting the information accidentally sent to him, okay? Now the information was talking about airstrikes, details about airstrikes. The U.S. was planning to drop on the Houthis in Yemen. Okay, I hope I'm saying the name right. The Houthis or the Houthis in Yemen. Okay, we're talking real war plans, targets, weapons, timing, the whole playbook. The whole playbook. All right. The journalist, Jeffrey Goldberg, he said he thought it was a prank because of all the information that he was receiving, but he knew it wasn't a prank when the airstrikes happened exactly how they talked about in the chat. Okay? Now it's all public. CNN, CBS, The Guardian, everybody's talking about it. You all saw it based upon the clips I just played, okay? Now, so y'all might be wondering, why Yemen and why the Houthis or the Houthis or whatever they're called, okay? The Houthi rebels are a militant group in Yemen, backed heavy by Iran. They've been wilding too, attacking ships at the Red Sea and causing drama in the region. The U.S. has been low-key involved in Yemen for years because of oil, power, and Middle East control. Now, Donald Trump's team wanted to hit them with airstrikes, show of power, flexing muscle. But instead of handling it behind closed doors, they spilled the whole operation to a journalist who should not have known anything about it. And they did this in an app like WhatsApp. Okay? Now, why is the leak dangerous? Okay, here's where it gets scary. Right? This ain't just a oops moment. This is a national security crisis. U.S. soldiers' lives could have been at risk if word got out early. If Iran or other enemies saw this, they could have launched a counterattack or used the info against the United States of America. What about allies? Allies might stop trusting the U.S. with sensitive information, thinking if they're texting war plans over WhatsApp, okay, then what else would they probably get sloppy about? What about terrorist groups? All right. Terrorist groups stay looking for slip-ups like this to plot their next attack, to plot their next move. It's literally the kind of mistake that starts wars or escalates conflicts overnight. Right? Now, what could be the possible repercussions of this? What happens next? Well, now Congress is heated. All right. Both sides, Republicans and Democrats, are talking investigations, resignations, and some even whispering about criminal charges. All right. They may try to force Pete Hegseth out. All right. The National Security Council is already investigating. It could also open Trump's camp up to all kinds of charges, the same stuff that they've hit folks with for leaking secret information in the past. This could shake the whole administration of Donald Trump. People already think he's reckless anyway. This just added fuel to the fire. Now, hearing this, I'm not even shocked. I'm definitely not shocked, okay? Because we're living in times where world leaders act like teenagers in a group chat. All right? Imagine having that much power in your texting war plans like it's NBA scores to your friend, talking about the game, okay? And the crazy part is Trump's team is already denying it, saying nobody texted war plans. But the journalists literally watched the strikes happen as the group chat said it would. Okay, so they were texting war plans. All right. Now, this is bigger than politics, y'all. All right. This is about world stability. How are we supposed to trust people like this with nuclear codes? All right. Now, let me get a little deeper before I get up out of here, man. Wars and rumors of wars is all making sense now. Okay. Why the Trump idolatry, the Trump worship? Because he's playing into biblical prophecy. This is why it's all coming together now. See, it's all coming together. Because if you're reading the Bible or even just paying attention, you know that what's going on is biblical prophecy. If you go to Matthew 24:6, it says, you will hear of wars and rumors of wars, but see to it that you are not alarmed. Such things must happen, but the end is still, not yet near, etc. This right here, texted war plans, nations clashing, Middle East heating up. Right? It's all a part of that prophecy. Trump's administration might be playing right into it, whether they know it or not, whether you know it or not. It's biblical prophecy. All right? And y'all, the more these powerful people act reckless, the closer we get to global conflict. Everybody low-key fears. Okay. Bottom line, this story ain't just about, a mistake or, something to just push over. It's a wake-up call. Leadership matters. Competence matters. War is not a game, and mistakes like this can definitely cost lives. Stay alert. Pay attention to what's happening out here, man. And remember, these ain't political games. This is prophecy moving right before your eyes. It's all starting to make sense now. The Trump worship, the Trump idolatry, it's because he's playing into biblical prophecy. All right? Keep watching, man. To God be the glory. Stay blessed. Peace.